So we'll see. I know there's some people talking about the gap fill. There is a weekly gap to fill right here. Little baby gap. Now, if you go to the Qs, looks a lot bigger. But because we know how to read charts, we don't. And I'm going to have that conversation with somebody in my group here in a second. We don't do this because it's kind of dumb. Okay? Talking about a gap on an ETF driven by something else, silly. If you guys ever want to watch out for gaps and look for any of that to fill, because that's a real trade, go to the underlying, like the NASDAQ, the NQ. That's what drives order flow into these ETFs. The SPXL, that's a leverage. Now, hang on, my bad. Before I go crazy, SOXL, sorry, SPXL, same thing. The whole rant, all the same. Leverage ETF, this one just looks a little bit worse. Worrying about a gap fill on this, honestly, if someone messaged me randomly and said, hey, I'm doing this, I would assume he's probably 90 days to 6 months in on the market. He's learned about a gap fill. Maybe he's worried about trends. We're 180 days or less in the market, period. Worry about the underlying. Now, if you want to do just the regular, there it is. Now, look at SOX. Kind of interesting. Now, if you're going to worry about that gap fill, there it is. What time frame are we on? We're on the weekly over here. So let's go weekly. Let's get to a real time frame. Now, isn't that interesting? There's that, and then we got a red and a green. How many candles? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. So we're about right. There's the same chart. Notice how one is borderline flat and this one's just trending down. Yeah, that gap might fill. This still might be sideways. So if you're going to worry about a gap fill short on a long 3x ETF, you'll probably be right 100% of the time because that's what they're designed to do. All gaps must be filled. There's a stat about like 80% or something of the gaps get filled. These are not gaps. This is not a gap. This is garbage. This is literally nothing. This is you not knowing how to read any bit of data, not knowing what a leveraged ETF is, what drives it, how they work, why they work the way they do, and talking about a trade. I would rather take a toddler picking up a yellow shape to put in the red and blue ball and trade that specific shape next time I saw it.